Breaking news! Things are hot behind the scenes for the Baltimore Ravens and the NFL. A major twist involving Campbell just happened, and I'm going to tell you all about it. It looks like the dispute over bringing Campbell to the Ravens didn't work out, and even less so for the Miami Dolphins. Man, seriously, I like that he didn't come to the Ravens. He's already old and we need new blood on the team. If you agree with me, click the like button and, if possible, write, the Baltimore Ravens will go to Super Bowl 60. Yes, I believe that. Stay with me until the end because we'll talk about that and what's going on, involving Lamar Jackson's name and his ability to take the Ravens to the Super Bowl. But still on the subject of Calais, the Dolphins were in the running. The Baltimore Ravens were there too. Campbell was weighing his options, mulling over contract offers, debating whether to chase one last big paycheck, take a legitimate shot at a ring, or just walk away. And then, boom. The decision came like a bolt from the Arizona desert. Campbell is returning to the Arizona Cardinals, signing a one-year, $5.5 million contract with a $7.5 million max value. It's a homecoming of sorts, considering he started his career there. But for Dolphins fans who dreamed of Campbell wreaking havoc in the trenches under the South Florida sun, this is a frustrating turn of events, especially when you consider the defensive potential he could have added to a team already loaded with talent on that side of the ball. Why didn't he choose Miami? It's not like the offer wasn't there. The Dolphins wanted him. Baltimore wanted him, too. And yet Campbell turned them both down, opting to return to Arizona. For fans, it raises a tough question. Is this a player who prioritizes financial security over a potential ring? There's a point to be made that rings don't pay the bills. And while Miami may have been a prime destination for sunshine and Super Bowl hopes, Campbell clearly saw something in Arizona, perhaps comfort, familiarity, or just business sense. Now, let's talk about John Harbaugh and Lamar Jackson. John Harbaugh has just secured a 3-year extension to remain the head coach of the Baltimore Ravens, a move that has ignited intense debate among fans and former players alike. While this extension ensures job security and reaffirms the organization's commitment to consistency, it also reopens the conversation around playoff success, or lack thereof, under Harbaugh's leadership. Despite having Lamar Jackson, a 2-time MVP quarterback, at the helm, the Ravens have failed to reach a Super Bowl since their 2012 championship run. Former Ravens players like Chris Canty and Shannon Sharpe have not held back. Canty acknowledged Harbaugh as one of the sport's top coaches but pointedly questioned his ability to lead a team with Jackson to the next level. You can't keep calling him one of the best if his teams underachieve in the biggest moments, Canty argued, echoing a sentiment that's becoming louder within the fan base. Why hasn't this duo of Harbaugh and Jackson, one of the most dynamic quarterback-coach tandems in football, made it past the AFC Championship game? It's a fair question. In Harbaugh's first 5 seasons, he notched a playoff win each year and capped that run with a Super Bowl title. But over the last 12 years, postseason success has been sparse. The Ravens have often flirted with greatness, frequent playoff appearances, dominant regular season performances, but they've stumbled in the moments that count most. They've become a team that wins just enough to keep hope alive, yet falls short when the lights are brightest. Part of this frustration stems from seeing peers succeed. Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes have established a dynasty in Kansas City, reaching the AFC Championship game 8 consecutive times. In contrast, Baltimore hasn't found that same postseason rhythm, despite having a franchise quarterback many believe is every bit as talented. For Ravens fans, it feels like watching someone else live your dream, year after year. Shannon Sharpe was even more direct. He questioned whether Harbaugh has done enough to elevate Lamar Jackson in the biggest games, suggesting that too often, Jackson hasn't played like an MVP when it mattered most, and that's on Harbaugh. It's a criticism not just of the quarterback but of the preparation and coaching that leads up to those crucial moments. Harbaugh has long been praised for his adaptability, his ability to mold himself into a player's coach. But adaptability alone doesn't win championships. The frustration deepens when you consider the window of opportunity. In today's NFL, the salary cap reality means you only have so many shots before financial constraints force a reset. Baltimore has been living in that window with Lamar Jackson. The team has consistently fielded competitive rosters, yet each postseason loss adds another layer of what if, and the pressure builds for Harbaugh to deliver more than regular season victories and culture-building soundbites. Adding to the complexity is the departure of veteran defensive lineman Campbell, who chose to sign with the Arizona Cardinals over a return to Baltimore. It was a move that caught many by surprise, especially given Campbell's leadership presence and the Ravens' reported interest in bringing him back. With Michael Pierce retiring and Brent Urban now a free agent, the defensive line is left thin on veteran presence. Names like Justin Matabike and Travis Jones are talented, but they're young. The team could look to the draft, rich in defensive line prospects, but the missed opportunity with Campbell feels like a setback. Campbell's decision underscores a deeper concern. The Ravens are now in a transitional phase on defense, and without him, leadership roles shift to younger players who haven't yet proven they can carry that burden. Baltimore still has options in free agency, but the remaining pool lacks the high-impact names that fans are clamoring for. It's likely that General Manager Eric DeCosta and Harbaugh will turn to the draft to fortify the front, but as we know, rookies don't always bring immediate solutions. And with 11 picks in the upcoming draft, Baltimore is poised to make a splash. But the question remains, will they use that capital to move up and grab an impact player who can help now? Or will they stick to their usual strategy of drafting for depth and development? Harbaugh claims this roster is ready now, suggesting that the time for patience has passed. If that's truly the case, aggressiveness should be the mantra. This is a critical year for the Ravens. It could be Harbaugh's last chance to prove he can lead Jackson and this talented roster to a Super Bowl. If the team underachieves again, serious questions will follow, questions about whether Harbaugh has taken this team as far as he can. Yes, teams would line up for his services if he became available, but the Ravens aren't here to provide a proving ground for other franchises. They're here to win titles. So, what do you think, Ravens fans? Is John Harbaugh still the man to lead this team to the promised land, or is it time for a new voice to guide Lamar Jackson and company? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And as we dig deeper into this conversation, it becomes even more clear just how pivotal this upcoming season will be for John Harbaugh and the Ravens' legacy under his watch. It's not just about winning football games anymore. It's about proving that the culture Harbaugh has built, the systems he's trusted, and the leaders he's chosen are capable of producing results when it truly matters. The window isn't just open, it's beginning to close, and the franchise must act like every move counts. One area that Harbaugh and his staff will be judged on is how they manage player development under pressure. The defensive line, now in the hands of younger talents like Justin Matabike and Travis Jones, will be under the spotlight. Jones, in particular, is being counted on to take a significant leap this year. There's hope that his raw talent and flashes of disruption can evolve into consistent dominance. But hope isn't a strategy. If the Ravens go young on the defensive front, as it seems likely with the current state of free agency, then it becomes imperative that these players are not just developed, they need to be unleashed immediately. It's also worth noting that the chemistry on defense will be tested. Losing veterans like Campbell isn't just about on-field production. It's about locker room voice, sideline guidance, and setting the standard for the younger generation. Those intangibles are critical, especially for a franchise that prides itself on physical, disciplined football. Without those anchors, the coaching staff needs to step in and fill that void, and that's another reason why Harbaugh's leadership is under the microscope. But now I want to know, do you believe this team, as currently constructed, has what it takes to go all the way? And do you think Harbaugh is still the guy to lead them there, or is it finally time for the Ravens to think about a change? Drop your thoughts in the comments, we've got a lot to discuss. Go Ravens!